Hello, this video is about social confidence and how to be more socially confident. Now, I think it's crystals and concrete on YouTube in my last video was like, oh, I like your personal videos, but have you ever thought about doing good videos? I'm doing these more, these handheld videos because I can produce more of them quickly and more interestingly, rather than having to set up the camera, make it all sexy. This time, I'm just fucking pumping them out. This way I can do like multiple a day, even if I wanted to. Once lockdown's done, I want to do them in other situations with people just spontaneously whenever I have the ideas for them. Because I want it to be like an expression of my soul. So if it seems personal, that's because some of them are personal. But this style of photography, this style of videos is less personal because it's just me with my phone. Anyway, how to be more social. Now, this is something that I spent a lot of time working on. One of the major reasons why personally I came to this whole idea of surrender. Basically, what's stopping us from being more social, even in a anti-social environment, like the current, at least where I am in Australia with the lockdown, is, well, everything, every other answer that I say for everything. It's pretty much the same answer every single time. Bam! You don't have to watch any more videos. No, watch them all. Is our resistances towards being social. So is our resistances maybe towards the person, towards the situation, or just the idea of being social in a nutshell? Like, for a good majority of the time, there's a lot of fears, a lot of anxiety, things like that. I know in the men's dating world, there's this whole idea of approach anxiety. But, right, so what everyone looks for, here's the long-term solution. Short-term solution, what, you can psych yourself up. I literally lived by short-term solutions by myself, so honestly I can tell you that short-term solutions are exactly that, short-term. But the long-term solution is always to actually allow yourself to be those things. To be anxious, to be afraid, to be scared, to surrender to feeling those feelings. Because honestly, when people are looking for a short-term solution, a quick fix, they are never truly learning or developing in themselves. A really good example was I got a private message on Instagram this week. And I love this example. It was a very inspiring example. Someone asking me, how do they contact this guy that they're interested in? They're afraid, they want like a pickup line or something like that. And I found out some more details, and I was like, look, your line is you pick up the phone and you fucking call the guy. And she was terrified. She's like, yeah, but what about this, what about this, what about this, what about this? So we're looking for solutions to mitigate anxiety, to reduce anxiety. But that is not, look, there are a lot of coaches out there who will give you that advice. And I have a lot of that advice on this channel, on the short-term solutions, great. But I'm here to fucking change the world. And how you do that is by dealing with the actual emotions deep down. So in this example, she was like, I'm afraid. It's like, be afraid. You're gonna be afraid. Life's gonna be scary. You gotta surrender to being afraid, because then you get better at being afraid, right? You process it, you get a higher elevated view towards that fear. Long story short, she eventually did call him, fucking terrified out of her mind. He didn't pick up. Oh God, but now they're texting. Oh wow, because suddenly call is scary here, texting less scary. Suddenly they have this amazing ability, and she freed up so much emotional energy in the messages. She's like, oh, I feel so good. So what do? We surrender to the fear. We surrender to that anxiety. Even in my own life, I developed all of these strategies, techniques, and mindsets, how to be more social. And there was one day where I realized I gotta let myself be anxious, because I was piling them up. You know, I talk about layers, emotional layers. I just developed all these layers that helped me get the result, but was stopping my soul from fucking expressing itself. And that's it. When you surrender to these layers, to let them come up, to let them pass, and to let them go. Later on, I'll do the 3 steps of surrender because I was explaining it to my partner, actually, and she was like, can you break it down into 3 steps? It's like, it's 1 step, feel your emotions. She's like, I need 3 steps. I'm like, all right, let's... So, like, that might be useful for some people. Comment below if you think you want that video. But, so, that's the thing. So, once we have no more fears towards being social, and this is like a sliding scale. So like you might find like in one environment, in the workplace, you're completely okay being social. With friends, 100% okay being social. With strangers, ooh, terrified. Might be with certain strangers, ooh, terrified. But certain strangers in a certain situation, ooh, less terrified. But that's it. What we want is our fucking soul to manifest and to express itself in this highest, most beautiful form, to be truly who we were meant to be in that situation, not like a janky, weird way, because that's what people do. They will seek and seek and seek and seek short-term results, which ultimately have layers. That's like there's 2 kinds of advice. I swear to God, there's 2 kinds of advice that you'll find here on YouTube, here on Instagram video, here on Facebook. There's the advice that is designed to protect you, and the advice that is designed to fucking set you free. And that's what this is. This is the second kind. To set you free. To allow you to be who you're meant to be. Which means if there is someone that you think is attractive, you start talking to them automatically because there is no resistance towards them. If you just want to tell someone something, oh, you got a great outfit on. You got a great outfit on. You make it mean less. It only means so much when there's so many layers to break through. It's with everything. It's like with sexual attraction, with intimate, like being intimate with someone. It's with social things. It's with sales. It's with all of these different areas of life. It requires so much energy to break through when we make it mean so much. And it means so much because there's so much repressed fear, anxiety, sadness, depression, rejection. Imagine, like, do an experiment with me now. Like, do an experiment with me now. Have you ever felt rejected in your life? Now, I have my process when I will coach people privately. That's my process. I call it my voodoo magic. It's where I get you to surrender to specific things. But for now, have you ever felt rejected once in your life? What is it like to just let yourself feel rejected? Let it pass. For the rest of the day, as an experiment, let yourself feel rejected. It's like, I don't want to. Like, maybe you don't have any rejection deep down inside. I know when I say that, I'm like, I don't have much rejection. Like, it's fine. In some areas I do. In this particular area, I don't. But if there is suppressed rejection inside, we have to let it come out. So let that feeling of rejection just exist. Yesterday, for example, in my own life, I was really annoyed. Really annoyed. Like at nothing. Like, and I couldn't do things that made me annoyed even more. So I just let myself be annoyed, and by the end of the day, I was fine. We gotta let these things come, because once they pass for mother flippin' good. Because we develop an expanded awareness. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions or ideas for future videos that you want answered, comment them down below. If you ever need private coaching or to work with me one-on-one with the concept of surrender around relationships, around love, around sexuality, around confidence, around your health, around money, around who the frick you are as a person, this is success through surrender. My name is Sharam Namdarian. Put it in your belly. All right? Talk to you soon.